Welcome to Cosmic Diaries and a very happy Virgo new moon to you. We're in a whole new month and a brand new cycle. Mercury is newly stationed direct as of yesterday, and I'm recording this on the 16th of September, so we're kind of halfway through the month, but I figured it's a powerful new moon cycle, so I thought I'd check in and see how everyone was doing and check in with the astrology. And I, of course, hope to be doing these more regularly, so do help me and sign up for the channel and sign up for the notifications so you are notified every time I post a new video, and would greatly appreciate you liking the video. That way it spreads out and the word gets out. So with that said, once again, welcome to the Virgo new moon. Mercury stations direct just a day after this new moon yesterday, and now where things have felt like they were on pause or where things have felt stalled, in the coming days we can see a forward movement and expect things to get back on track. Venus is also newly direct as of early this month, and relationships and communication, in the coming days we can slowly definitely see progress and forward movement. What matters now is that we're not looking over our shoulder into the past, and that we're staying present and embodying the lessons that we've learned recently over the past few months. And over the past few weeks with Mercury retrograde and now Mercury recovering the territory that it's been in, and Venus is recovering the territory that it's been in. She's been in since late June. We've been in a process of deep reevaluation and perhaps renegotiation and rethinking our options and revising plans. And now, as planets all move direct, we're gaining clarity on our goals and our intentions, and that's really important because we're in a new moon cycle and this is a chance to plant seeds. So there will be twists and turns along the journey, but what matters is the seed and the intention that we're planting right now. So this new moon in Virgo was also trine Uranus, suggesting that there's a need for, with Virgo, we need a plan. But with the trine to Uranus, there are unpredictable developments taking place, and there's a need to improvise and to innovate and find new ways forward and find solutions, rather than focus on any obstacles or seeming problems. Because I'm looking at the dates now. So September 14th was this new moon, and then September 15th, Mercury stationed direct, and also on September 15th, which was last night, the sun was trine Uranus. So the new moon was trine Uranus. So this, although things may feel a little chaotic right now, there is a method to this cosmic madness that we're experiencing, and our job is to really find those solutions. Now let's talk about Virgo energy for a minute, because Virgo is a sign that rules health and healing on all levels. It rules our daily processes, our daily habits, our work, our health and healing on mind, body, and soul. So especially at a new moon, what's important is that we're staying connected with an inner truth and the light within, and we're being guided by our innermost instincts, and then recognizing that this universe is perfect and there are no mistakes. So even what we consider to be mistakes are part of our journey of growth, and Virgo ultimately represents a process of growth and learning, reminding us that this is the school of life, and we live and we learn and we grow. So if we can take things daily right now, one day at a time, then we can trust the next steps will be revealed to us. And no matter what feels precarious and edgy, because things are reaching a tipping point, and over the coming days we are reaching the equinox, the Libra equinox, which will bring a balancing out of situations. And the coming season helps us to restore balance. Next month, we're entering the eclipses, and exactly a month from this lunar new moon in Virgo, the 14th of October, the next new moon will be a Libra solar eclipse. So, in a sense, we're kind of already in an eclipse season, and life is upgrading and evolving quite rapidly. What matters is that we're surrendering to a divine plan and a higher will, and then trust that everything that you need will fall into place. So, on the 15th, yesterday, the sun was trine Uranus, suggesting a need to innovate and to surrender and to remain detached and to just do what you can and then let go of worrying about the things that are out of your control. On the 17th of September, late night on the 16th, on the west coast, or depending on where you are in the world, Venus will be squared Jupiter. And now this is Venus's third square to Jupiter. The previous two squares took place earlier, once while Venus was retrograde on July. Hold on, sorry about that. I'm looking for the aspect. On August 22nd, and the first square was on the 11th of June, and this was before Venus entered shadow phase. So you might want to look back at what was unfolding around the 11th of June and then on the 22nd of August, because now this is the third square to Jupiter, and we're finally turning a corner in understanding our potential and our heart's desires and what we want and what's good for us and how much is too much of a good thing, and where we need to perhaps rebalance ourselves. So with Venus squared Jupiter on the 17th of September, this aspect is expansive and extravagant and can feel larger than life. Venus rules our relationships, our money. I mean, look at what this whole Venus retrograde in Leo where this transit has played out for you. Now you're finally turning a corner in understanding your potential and the potential in situations around you, and your creative potential, and your potential to attract and draw in the abundance that you desire and that you believe you're worth, because that's what it really comes down to. That said, a square is an inner aspect, and this is an inner realization of your worth and your potential, rather than looking to the external and life for validation. Then life can mirror an inner reality, an inner truth. And right now, your greatest wealth is your ability to be authentic and to be true to yourself and to embody an inner wisdom and to recognize what's truly precious in life is, your ability to have a pure and golden heart, and your ability to be generous and kind and compassionate and loving. These are the true virtues and the true priceless, precious virtues in life, rather than any amount of material wealth. So stay focused on your inner treasures and guard those. Then you can trust that the abundance of the universe, because the universe is prolific and abundant, you can draw in that abundance into your life. On the 18th, well, on the 19th, the sun is opposite Neptune, but on the 18th night, leading into the 19th, we celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi, which is the fourth day of this lunar cycle, or occurs on the fourth day of this lunar cycle every year. And Lord Ganesha is the remover of all obstacles. So whatever challenge you face right now in your life, or whatever is unfolding in your life right now, this is a really auspicious time, and very astrologically and energetically, for there to be a clearing in your path and for your path to open up now. So deepen your spiritual practices at this time, and if you pray You could say a prayer to Lord Ganesha to thank him for his benevolence and for his continued blessings, and to remove all the obstacles from your life, because he's listening. So the 18th and 19th does bring a huge clearing out, and the energy is very spiritual and at best. But on the 19th, with the sun opposite Neptune, again, this is at best very spiritual energy and a great time to deepen your meditation and spiritual practices. But if you're feeling disappointed or disillusioned, again, the message is to move inward and to self-reflect rather than to look outside for validation or to seek gratification in the outer world. This is really a mirror aspect, a time to look in the mirror and to move beyond the veil of Maya. Then on the 21st of September, the sun will be trine Pluto, and this is a trine is a 120-degree angle, and this is a harmonious angle. And there's a powerful change that's taking place now, because Pluto is a planet of change and power and transformation. This is with the sun in Virgo trine Pluto at the end of Capricorn. We're undergoing a deep cleansing and purification process as well. This is alchemy. We're sifting through the dirt to find what's precious and valuable and golden. And there's a need for focus and to let go of what's not working, and to let go of conditioning surrounding what it means to be successful, or what, depending on where you have Pluto in your chart, but what a relationship looks like, or what success looks like, or what are you serving? What is the purpose that you're serving right now? As Bob Dylan sang, you got to serve somebody. It might be the devil, it might be the Lord, but you got to serve somebody. So who are you serving, and what are you serving? What purpose is something leading up to? There's no right or wrong, but it's about finding, tuning in with your inner integrity and conscience, and then moving through this world with that awareness. Because these are the final days of the sun in Virgo, and the sun is about to reach the equinox on the 23rd of September. So 21st of September, 22nd we reach the last quarter phase of the moon. Sorry, first quarter phase of the moon. So on the 22nd, as we reach the first quarter phase, which will take place at 29, the sun will be at 29 degrees of Virgo, and the moon will be at 29 degrees of Sagittarius. And this again feels like, something reaching its absolute tipping point, or like we're on the edge of change, or the edge of, something big. But what's needed now is inner faith, so we can stay on track with what we want to manifest in our world. On the 23rd, as the sun reaches the equinox, it will enter Libra. We're entering a whole new season. Libra is the sign that's represented by the scales, and it asks for a balance. So depending on where you have Libra in your chart, there's a need for balance now. And over the next 4 weeks, this is the area of your life that's being highlighted with the sun's transit. Also, with the sun in Libra, it is now in mutual reception with Venus in Leo, because Libra is Venus's home sign, and Venus currently is transiting Leo, which is the sun's home sign. So which means that this bodes really well for relationships, and where things have felt, where egos have been bruised and where hearts have been feeling sore or raw and tender. Now there's a mutual admiration and reception between these planets, the sun being the male principle in the chart and Venus being the female principle. And it feels like the male female aspects, there's a mutual attraction here. So that said, remember your lessons from the past. Then you needn't be, afraid of repeating patterns, and can make conscious, creative, loving choices that, move past your ego, which ultimately, or pride or defensiveness, which ultimately, or any passive aggressiveness from hurts or pains. And, it's time to let all of that go in Virgo season, which is about healing and forgiveness. So we can actually grow and evolve to a new level. So relationships are certainly, in the spotlight once the sun enters Libra, because Libra is also the sign that rules our relationships. And again, represented by the scales and ruled by Venus, it's a time to find greater harmony and joy with others in our life. And this begins with finding that sense of inner peace and contentment and ability to find happiness within. Because as long as we're, basing our happiness on the external world, which is material world, which is transient, and no matter how truly and unconditionally someone loves us, ultimately everyone dies, and all relationships change. I'm not saying that to be morbid, but it's just a reality of this life. Birth and death are a reality of life. Love, on the other hand, is deathless and eternal. So it's love that we share in these present moments, these fleeting moments, that really matters and enriches our life. It's when we start getting attached to something and how long it lasts that we end up causing ourselves suffering and pain. So, at best, this is a chance to stay present and to really bask in the joy that's present around you and in the love that's present around you and within you, and not be afraid to share it with everyone that you meet. And this can only lead, and the more you can find that sense of peace and harmony within, then, confidence is sexy, and you're going to attract the relationships that align with your values, and that where there's a mutual love, admiration, and respect, and attraction and appreciation. So 23rd, in the days surrounding the 23rd, with the sun at the equinox, the sun, things are slowly, we're seeing where things need to come back into balance. And it starts with ourselves. Then we can create that harmony around us, or a more harmonious world around us, and make choices based in a sense of joy and happiness rather than in any sense of fear or uh, pain or painful emotions. On the 25th, Mercury is trine Jupiter. So this is also a repeat aspect. Mercury was last trine Jupiter on the 4th of September, and then before that on the 9th of August. So you might want to look back at what was unfolding on those dates, because now you're getting a sense of, this is the final trine to Jupiter. So this is a hopeful transit, and there's a need to be optimistic. And, at best, this could be just really good news and good information coming our way, where something finally, it's like something we've been thinking about and working through is finally being ironed out and materializing. Because then there are no major aspects over the coming days until we get to the 29th, which brings the full moon in Aries, and this one is potent and powerful. And of course, I'll do a deeper, I'll do another video with more information on that shortly. But this is going to be a big full moon. It's in Aries. This is passionate. This is fiery. And on the same day, Venus squares Uranus and Mercury trines Uranus on the 30th. So 29th, 30th. The days are pretty lit. This energy is very charged. It's also the Aries full moon before the next new moon in Libra, which will be an eclipse. This Aries full moon also closes out a 6-month cycle that began with the Aries new moon on the 20th of April, and that was a solar eclipse. And that Aries solar eclipse on the 20th of April marked the first in a series of Aries and Libra eclipses that are unfolding now over the next 12 to 18 months. So this full moon in Aries is closing out that cycle that began with the 20th of April, Aries new moon and solar eclipse. And this is the end of that cycle on the 29th. So look back to what was unfolding then. Look at how far you've come now. Make time to self-reflect. Deepen your relationship with yourself, because the sun is in Libra. And there's a need to balance our needs with the needs and wants of others in our life. There could be legal matters that are arising. But again, with the moon in Aries, there's a need for trust, for, to ask yourself what makes you feel safe in your connections. What do you need to feel safe within yourself? Who are you? Really take time to look in the mirror. With Venus square Uranus, this is a breakthrough. And this is a breakthrough in our relationships as well as financial situations. And there could be unexpected developments and desires surfacing. And at best, this is a very liberating full moon. Also with Mercury trine Uranus the very next day, to me, and Mercury trine Jupiter the day, a few days before, it feels like this is a shake-up, but a necessary shake-up, and ultimately, things are falling into place in a way that as they should. So with Aries, again, the moon in Aries, there's a need for trust, and a need to trust maybe not anyone else, but to trust yourself and your own abilities, and to trust the universe, and that you're very much a part of and not apart from. And that for the universe, we are like children. So if we can have that childlike trust, then trust that the doors that we need to be opened will be opened, and anything that falls away is something that we've outgrown, so we can step into this new chapter fully. So above all, around the 29th of September, be honest with yourself about who you are and what you want, and then remain detached from what's unfolding, and trust that what you need will be provided for. And perhaps, you may or may not get everything that you want, but you will have what you need. So I'll say that much for now. And of course, 30th of September with the moon trine Uranus, there's more unexpected news and developments taking place. Look at what's coming up around right now as I record this on the 14th, I don't even know what date it is, the 16th of September, but Mercury was trine Uranus, the new moon was trine Uranus on the 14th and 15th of September. So look at what was coming up, what's coming up right now. You're going to see the next stage of progress by the 30th of September with the seeds that you're planting now. And if you can stay aware of the intentions and the seeds that you're planting now, it'll be easier for you to take the next steps as the full moon arises and move into the next stage of progress with whatever project or whatever it is that you're working on right now. And at best, it could be just healing information that enlightens you on something, or, brings you the breakthrough or missing piece of information or puzzle or understanding that you've been seeking, so you can make a breakthrough and find solutions and new ways forward. So that was a quick rundown of the aspects over the next 2 weeks, and I hope that you found that helpful and useful. I do plan on doing more of these videos and building up the channel a lot more in the coming time. I am also at this time sending out my newsletter and about to start a subscription service where I send out 2 to 4 newsletters a month, along with, I'm thinking, a webinar where I'll do question and answers every month. So if you're interested in that, do sign up for my newsletter at cosmicdiaries.com or priyatakale.com, or you can email me at priya@cosmicdiaries.com, or of course you can email me for a consultation. I'm offering a special on consultations in September, so You can email me for those or visit my website or again find details in my newsletter. And of course, sign up for my YouTube channel. And I'll be back with you with more astrology very soon. But thank you again for listening. I hope this was helpful, and I know it was quick, but I hope you got something out of it. And I'll be back with you very soon. Bye for now.